Now we want to take a look at the haunted store owners, Marsha and Luan Luck, who have shared some pretty terrifying shadow encounters over the past years. For whatever reason, there seem to be two evil entities haunting their house that, based on Luan's older videos, are bound to him in particular due to a family curse. Now these beings don't shy away from scaring them on a regular basis. Let's take a look.
No entiendo por qué está ahí, la verdad. Como les digo, escuchamos que nos chistaron y que nos están tocando la puerta y la ventana. Y nos despertamos y la tele está prendida ahí. Ay, mío. Sí. Nadie, no hay nadie. La televisión. Miren, hay unas huellas aquí en la televisión. Los niños no los podían haber agarrado ellos. Pero miren. Ay, Dios mío. Déjenme ir para allá, déjenme ir para acá. Aquí está todo tranquilo, vamos para acá. Se siente una presión muy fuerte. Ay, escucho un ruido acá de este lado, escucho un ruido aquí. En la cocina. A ver, en la cocina. No hay nada aquí en la sala. No hay nadie. Está prendida la televisión. No inventen. Igual que allá está prendida. ¿Qué es eso? Ay, Dios. Una sombra. Apagaron la luz. Ay, la prendieron la luz. Tranquila. Ahí voy.
After all the strange activity tonight, there's an inexplicable shadow reflection of what appears to be a lady in a dress. It goes without saying that Luan could not explain this phenomenon. However, just a few moments after, he caught something even more sinister without realizing. A creepy face seems to be looking at him when he is roaming his apartment. As mentioned, he did not notice it at the time. His viewers speculate that this could be one of the two demons that was witnessed a year prior in his home. Could this be so? I mean, based on the black hair, they do look pretty similar. What a terrifying thought though, isn't it? The following video was shared by a young man who stated that there have been reports of odd shadow sightings by several of his family members. Sometimes they see somebody standing in the corner of their house when nobody else should be in that room. There also have been reported bangs in the middle of the night that freak the family out ever so often. The house itself is built in a relatively rural area, and in another video the uploader shows the outside of the house. A bricked fence is guarding the premises, so chances for an intruder in the middle of the night are slim, yet of course not impossible. The night in question, the son alerted his mother because once again he saw somebody walking around in the morning. Let's see what was going on there.
No, walis ka. Saan ka nang galing? Bumalik ka doon. Hindi namin kailangan dito.
Ayan o. Oh.
Bumilis!
Alis!
Sino ka man? Walis ka!
Bumilis, Tami, bumilis. Nagtawag ka nga ng guard.
One of the commentators states, if you look closely at the bottom of the shadow, you can literally see that it extends past the bottom of the window frame. So it's somebody walking in the house, not somebody walking outside. Could that be so? What exactly was walking, either outside or inside of the house? The shape itself looks really inhumane, really thin and wispy, wouldn't you agree? Maybe it was just a person walking around after all. It's impossible to say, but it definitely leaves one wondering. The following videos have been shared by Jessica Cartanes, who for the most part is uploading videos with her babies. They perform funny dances together or share entertaining family moments with their viewer base. However, one day, when recording a silly little baby dance, they noticed that there seemed something off in the background. While Jessica is dancing with her daughter, there's some strange movement going on underneath the bed frame in one of the rooms in the back. She stated that her husband and dogs were out of the house at the time. So, what could this have been? Shortly after this was captured, the family also noticed some really strange noises that were stemming from the attic. Some nights it got pretty loud, so Jessica decided to hold her phone up there. Do you think she could capture something otherworldly? Or could this perhaps just be the eyes of a wild animal that made it into her home? To this day, it's not exactly clear what happened. The next clip comes to us from Japan and was uploaded by user Kerero Mask. Kerero's channel usually features short video vlogs or regular videos riding his motorcycle. However, the video we are featuring today is completely different than his usual clips. Kerero states that he filmed this immediately after coming home for one of his videos. He turned on the lights in the entryway to his home and immediately realized what he had just caught on film. Let's take a look. Kerero is filming his entryway as he gets home when he notices something off in the living room. He zooms in to see a terrifying hand gripping his couch. The hand remains only for a matter of seconds before literally disappearing into thin air. Kerero confirms that he was completely alone in the home and there was no way for anyone to enter the house regardless, since everything was locked. This is apparently the first paranormal occurrence he has noticed in the home, and wonders if this may be related to a new object he's brought home recently. What do you guys think of this clip? Is this a true sighting or just a hoax? This video was posted by Nadok4Real. He states that he moved into a new apartment, that he is sure that it is haunted. He hears voices in the middle of the night and even sees shadows every now and then. He has placed several cameras in his place. One night, the following creepy message was left for him. What do you think? Could it be the spirit of the former owner, perhaps? At least that's what some commenters suggested. Could it be? The Haunted 136 is a young woman who lives in a beautiful home with her pet. She's a paranormal enthusiast and loves to go on paranormal investigations. Lately, however, strange occurrences seem to also have made it into her own home. Some say that something might have attached itself to her on one of her ghost investigations. The following is a video diary in which she tells us about all the really unusual events that are unfolding. She has placed several CCTV cameras within the house to capture as many of these strange happenings as possible. One night, a camera in the kitchen captured this strange apparition. She was in the bed at that point, so it couldn't have been anybody really. This is another strange incident that unfolded in the back of the house.
This video happened just a few minutes or about a minute before that, where you actually see the figure coming out of the laundry room and then disappears into the ground like it was never there. And the face of it is creepy as hell. It looks like the plague doctor's mask to me. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think.
While Haunted was watching TV, a strange transparent mist appears out of the laundry room and just vanishes. The activity got so strong in her house that the young woman had a priest over who was blessing it, besides a creepy voice mumbling or something. The camera also captured a bright flying object. One of the most terrifying events, however, unfolded the following night. Haunted was already in bed when her bedroom camera captured something talking, and then this happened. We see a bright mist entering the bedroom and then sitting down right next to her. How terrifying. What do you think is happening in her home? Is it a spirit that is trying to communicate with her? Or did something more sinister attach itself to her? The next case was uploaded by Isaiah Harris to his very own profile. He stated that he was out hiking with his cousin the following night, when they thought to have seen something quite creepy in the distance, and then the following unfolded. Do you see that? Is this perhaps another person? Something semi-transparent? A ghost? As one of the two men films into the sewer pipe, we can see the outlines of a strange person. Or is it a creature perhaps? It is hard to say if whatever we see here is wearing any clothes. And perhaps it is just a weirdo. But if not, what else could this be? Was it also responsible for those weird noises that could be heard? What do you think? We want to take another look at user Harry McClary, who recently started to put several CCTV cameras in his house due to abnormal paranormal activity that scared him and his girlfriend during the day and night. What you see here is just one of the many examples they have shared on Harry's profile. The recording we will check out today, however, will top the incidents that have transpired so far in their house in terms of scare factor. One night, Harry noticed a strange shadow that he saw in the room across the hall. Hoping it was just the lamp, he recorded it, but I'm not sure that this actually was the case. What appeared to be a shadow from maybe the lamp in the room or something else actually reveals himself as a terrifying face. But there was nobody home besides Harry's girlfriend at the time. So was it an apparition that was manifesting? Or was something wrong with the camera? Or what's your explanation? What did Danny capture here? Nightmare material for sure. This is another video captured by a security camera. It was shared by Julia and she found it on Look Now TV. The story goes that a security guard noticed that an unidentified creature had just flown by, directly underneath one of the cameras he was surveilling from his office. Speculations range from the Mothman to a bat-like creature, perhaps some sort of strange bird even. But it is abnormally big though, isn't it? It kept many viewers baffled. Is it maybe a cryptid? The security guard had no idea either, but it was so unusual for him that he had to share. The following videos were recorded by a user named DJ Kuna. On his account, he oftentimes shares comedic skits and stories. He also goes into personal anecdotes that he shares with the world. And it wouldn't appear that Kuna is doing these videos for any kind of recognition, or fame for that matter. In his latest videos, he shares renovation projects which he currently is working on. He gets hired for all kinds of jobs that revolve around fixing houses and such. On one of his latest gigs, he noticed that something was not quite right. He was renovating the house of a family in the US, and after a couple of days at the job, he had to document the events. He didn't tell anybody about it until he finally had proof that he could share. So, let's hear what he had to tell us.
Pues siempre pasa cuando estoy aquí solo, estoy solo en esta casa, completamente solo. Siempre que estoy solo, hay algo raro en este pasillo. Yo no lo entiendo, se lo he dicho a muchas personas y no lo entiendo y decidí grabar un TikTok. Cuando yo trabajo en esta área de acá, siempre que trabajo se escuchan pasos. Entonces, cuando me meto acá, se escucha que alguien camina arriba. Y está pasando aquí arribita. Está pasando arribita. Y no hay nada.
Isn't that really strange? This video got lots of attention. So in a follow-up, he shows his viewers some of the hidden rooms upstairs. Rooms that were hidden away, and which he finds unusual.
Acá hay una puerta que lleva... Uy, güey, no abre. Ahí está. A una máquina, un calentón. Y aquí hay otra puerta chiquitita que da a un ático escondido. Sigo grabando para que vea la gente. Este es como que un cuarto escondido. No hay nada acá. No hay nada. Y acá hay un pasillo.
So, in the end, what do you think happened here? Is this house haunted?
Y está pasando aquí arribita. Está pasando arribita. Y no hay nada.
Another mysterious encounter in my book.